Given the time constraint I am experiencing today, I am going to attempt to record this topic today on one take. In other words, I can't edit today, so let's see how this goes. Just like the good old days when I got started here. We have stress less as our next card. Share what's on your mind and confide in a friend that you can trust. Boy, this is something that I actually practice daily. As a matter of fact, my entire channel is pretty much a testament to me expressing myself, not necessarily to anyone in particular. Everybody is welcome to tune in. That's why it is public. But I can say that I am not running out of people I can consider folks I can confide in the absolute of terms anytime soon. And if anything, over the years, I feel like my connections that I rely on for that type of thing evolves, because as people come in and out of my life, it's as if my chapter with this person is over, and it gives an opportunity to someone else to be the next influential person in my life. However, when it comes to things that I'm like, I'm not going to divulge to everybody, of course, I gotta be picky about who my audience is, but I find that the right person happens to be in my life at the right time to ask them whatever thing it is I have to ask them. Sometimes there are people I have known for years and years and years and years, and we have never had any kind of deep conversation, but maybe as time passes, things that are relevant may come up that we may have in common, a common struggle, a common project that brings us together. And then I'm like, hey, why not try to use this opportunity to get to bond with you a little closer? But not everyone who you have known for a long time is meant to reach that level with you. There are folks who I know I'm never going to get too deep with, but to me, I want to say this is undoubtedly one of life's greatest privileges. For me personally, I love to express myself. I love to be oriented. I love to ask questions, ask for advice. I am curious. Curiosity is like my oxygen. And nothing better than me struggling with something and knowing exactly who I want to talk to, who I'm going to ask, and have that productive back and forth. And I think that's something that everybody should try to practice. Practice opening up, practice allowing others to legit critique you or even criticize you, and don't be offended by anything anybody says. More than likely, no one out there is trying to actively hurt you. It's more of they just have a way of saying things that may not be compatible with you, but just because that style of communication is not what you prefer, it doesn't mean that the content lacks the proper substance. Stop being sensitive about how someone says something, the words that they're choosing, maybe even the tone, and look at it as, okay, this person was teaching me a lesson in a rather unpleasant tone, but let me focus on the lesson. And maybe perhaps after you have processed the lesson, you can advise to this person that you simply do not respond well to a specific tone. Maybe they can change it, they can help it, maybe not. But don't deprive yourself of the opportunity to learn something from someone just because you don't like how they sound. Because if that were the case, then I would probably still be acting like I'm 16 years old. It takes you being flexible and not be easily offended. So hopefully that made sense. I think this is probably the best stress-less topic I have reviewed to this point, because I'm telling you, it means a lot that I don't have a lot of friends, but the friends I do have, I can say that I can talk to them in any manner, and they have pretty much passed the exam tests, and that's why they are a part of my life, and I talk to them, and it's pretty much endless opportunities for conversation. I can talk to them about anything. And by extension on the channel, I don't think that I really have that many topics that are off limits, except for the obvious ones that ought to remain off limits. But I think it's all about being proper in a more public setting, you know. Well, there you guys have it. That's it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Let me know who was the most influential figure in your life. Was it a teacher? Was it a co-worker? Were you in the military? Was it someone who had a rank, who had a major influence in you? Who has been your greatest influence? I think as an adult, my managers have been my greatest influence. Okay.